Hey, India here, and I'm going to do a review slash rant of Blood on the Dance Floor's Filthy Animals. I've been wanting to do this for a while because, as an audio engineer, I feel the dire need to rip apart bad music. The dire need. And as a graphic designer, I feel the dire need to rip apart bad art slash lyrics videos. Because, honey, that is not how you use After Effects. Number one problem that I noticed coming into the song is that as soon as the main verse vocal starts, they are way too low. The vocals are extremely low. You can barely hear them over the distorted noise that I'm guessing is supposed to be some sort of saw guitar. Is that a synthesizer? Is that an actual guitar? Because if it's an actual guitar, you didn't record it properly, honey. Did you wire that in through the DI and put the distortion on maximum? Because that's what it sounds like you did, and that's not what you're supposed to do. There are microphones for that. There are microphones for that. The second thing I noticed, of course, was the saw guitar itself, which is just it's just terrible. I actually listened to this song with my studio headphones to see how bad it really was, and listening to it with these on, all I can hear is mud. It's mud. There are too many frequencies within the same space. Now, I don't know if you can understand what I'm saying. I don't know if people know audio engineering terms, but to put that in layman's terms, it basically means that, well, all the instruments are filling up the same space. From what I can hear, there is little to no panning. It is definitely a static mix, which is really bad. There's no automation to speak of, so it's just straight across. There are no volume changes. And engineers, after everything is said and done, regardless of what the band does, need to add that in order to give the song life. And Filthy Animals is just flat, distorted mud. As far as the vocals, yeah, there are definitely a lot of effects on the vocals. You can really tell. I'm guessing they Melodyne Davi. The screams aren't that good. Something makes me think that part of that might be the mic they used. I know I actually watched the Bad Blood documentary because I was really curious about the recording process, and I know a lot of people seem to like using SM7s to record singing vocals, but don't do that, especially not to pick up a scream. Please, please. Fire what engineer you have, because obviously they're giving you the wrong advice. I don't know how much reverb was on it, but it sounded like a lot. There were either too many compressors or not enough. It's not balanced out. The vocals aren't even in volume. Like, there is no change in volume. What am I trying to say? I guess what I'm trying to get at, some parts are louder than others, and it's not supposed to be that way. The vocals, unless they are automated to do that, and I doubt you bring the vocals way fucking down during the verse, then they shouldn't be lower where they are lower. To me, it sounds like it was probably under-compressed, or that no compressors were added at all. But there is a chance it was over-compressed and that too many compressors were added, and that's what's causing this. Oh, man, what else do I have to say? The lyric video was terrible. There was no camera movement. The words just popped in and out, which isn't that bad. It's pretty basic. It's okay. It's okay. You shouldn't have used the colors you did. The green and the purple don't function that well with the black and that font. Whatever font was being used was almost illegible. Like, I don't know where you got this font. Did you get it from 1001 Free Fonts or something? I know that's where I get a lot of my fonts, but if I'm doing something professional, what you want to do is you want to take a proven font. You want to take something like Impact or Helvetica or Arial. these standard issue typographic fonts, and you want to dirty them up yourself. And it's not hard. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to put in anything more than the minimum effort? Because that's what it looks like you're trying to do, is just the minimum effort, and it reflects badly on you as a musician and you as an artist. And I hope no one hires you in the future. For whoever did the the typography for this video, because it's just, dear Lord, it's awful. I've seen some bad kinetic typography. Some of it has been by myself, but the fact that I am just now learning to use After Effects and learning to do this stuff, and I can do better, honestly says a lot about the quality of work put into this, and the fact that I'm not even graduated yet. I'm still an audio engineering student, and I can tell you, oh, well, this is wrong with your mix, this is wrong with your mix, you need to move these frequencies, you need to pan this out here, you need to use these microphones, you need to make the vocals louder at this point in time, you need to compress it, you need to put a reverb on it. Brings me to the question, was there any EQing done on it? Because it didn't sound like there was much, if any. And what was done was just bad. But the fact that I'm still learning to do these things, I'm not doing them professionally, and I'm telling you what you're doing wrong, should make you think about how you use your craft and how good you actually are. So just think about it. Just think about it for a minute. Because you suck.